Hey guys, it's Ania Ray and I'm back with another plant video. This time it's about how to pack and ship plants. I am semi-active on a Reddit subreddit called Take a Plant, Leave a Plant, and essentially people will post saying, hey, I have this plant. Do you want to trade with me? And if you have the plant that they're looking for, you guys can connect and ship plants to each other, which is pretty cool because you can get a lot of plants that you may not have access to otherwise. And it's really fun and just cool to meet other people who are nerds like you. So today I want to show you my method for packing and shipping plants because I think some people, maybe they're new to it and they don't quite know what the process is. It's not hard, it's just, you just want to make sure of a couple of things. And sometimes people forget some steps and plants come damaged or half dead, and that's not cool. And I'm hoping this is more like a PSA for people who want to figure out how to do it. So let's get started. First of all, you need a box. You can get those sometimes at the USPS or wherever you're shipping from, but I like to save a bunch of small boxes for this in particular because I don't really want to have to take the plant to USPS and pack it up there. And it's just good to save and reuse boxes. Anyway, so let's talk about boxes. We just did. Next, you will need a roll of plastic wrap, and it doesn't really matter what kind of plastic wrap. This is just general plastic wrap. I don't think it matters if it's sticky or not. You just want to make sure that it wraps. Then we need some packing tape. Seems pretty obvious. You might want some scissors. And now for the more specialized part. So sometimes I use paper towels. Today I'm going to use this Miracle, I think, or Magic towel. They are reusable, but they basically work like a paper towel, but a bit more durable. I don't have any paper towels left, which is why I resorted to this beautiful Magic towel, I think is what it's called. I could be wrong, but that's what we're going to use today. And last but not least, you're going to need some bubble wrap because once you wrap that plant up, you're going to also need to pack it so that it doesn't shift and bounce around in the box. Otherwise, you could damage the leaves and people won't be happy about that when they receive the plant. And, it's just nice to have a little perfectly packaged plant. Okay, so I'm going to get started with this plant. If you have two cuttings, which is what these are little philodendron cuttings. This is a philodendron micans, and this is a heartleaf philodendron. I am trading these, I believe, for a ZZ raven plant. I could be wrong again, because I'm doing two trades at once, and I should probably double check so I don't send it to the wrong person. Cool, so we're gonna now take a square of this beautiful Magic towel thing. We have a beautiful square of Magic towel, and I'm gonna lay it like so. And these cuttings, they've been sitting in water, so they're pretty wet already, but the Magic towel will essentially keep the moisture in the package, and they should be good to go during shipping and not dry out because that could kill the plant. So I'm going to lay them on the Magic towel. Let's see if you can see that like so. And I'm going to wrap the Magic towel around the cutting roots. The roots are what need to be most protected. And I just folded it up so that none of the roots are exposed, but left the leaves out. And the reason for that is because the leaves can get moldy if they are too wet. Philodendron might be a little bit better than other plants about that. It might be fine, but you don't want to chance it. Okay, so now we take our plastic wrap and we're going to cut another square. Get my shears. So we're going to cut another square of plastic wrap. So basically the towel is inside the plastic wrap so that when it's shipped, the moisture will be held in by the plastic around the towel, just in case it dries out. And I'm going to make it into like a little pouch-like thing so that there's some air maybe going in, but not a lot. And the plants won't fall out as easily because they're tucked in there pretty nicely. Cool. So there we have it. Just a little plant pouch. Super cute. Now we're going to take our packing tape, get this tape on the side of this pouch. We basically just want to make sure that the plastic can't unravel and that it's nice and tight around the plastic so it all holds together while we ship. Cool. So now it's like a pretty sturdy little pouch thing. All right, now we're gonna want to send it in a little box. Typically with these boxes, I try to cover up any sort of affiliation with a shipping service or the postal service if I'm not actually sending it through that same service. I know USPS doesn't like it when you send a box that has, Amazon all over the side. Take what you want from that. I just tried to appease the shipping gods. Cool. So now we're going to take this bubble wrap that I'm reusing and I'm going to fold and pack it down into the box like so that this plant won't get damaged. I'm going to pop the little plant buddy in there. Such a sweet little guy. I hope this person's happy with it. And then I'm going to fold this next set of bubble wrap on top of him so that he won't move around that much. Sometimes I've noticed that people will tape the bubble wrap to the sides of the box. I don't do that, but I think it's pretty smart. And it basically just helps the plant not move, or the bubble wrap, holding the bubble wrap securely in place so that the plant doesn't move around. You know what? Why not try it? That sounds like a good idea. So I haven't done that before. So I'm going to tape the bubble wrap to the side of the box so that it doesn't pop up. Neat. So we have our neat little perfect square package. And now we're going to treat this like a regular box and just pack it up. And I typically leave the shipping info and labeling for when I get to the USPS because it's just easier to use their supplies for that or have them actually do it for you. I have felt much more confident when they put the address in their system versus you writing it out because they can confirm that it's an actual address. Neat. So I'm going to super tape this up so that nothing happens to it. Cool. Okay, so this is my first box to pack and ship. Cool. And I will take off this label too, whatever this is. Beautiful. Nice. Okay, so the next package. Here is a tradescantia nanouk. Tradescantia. I always say it wrong. It's one of those weird, maybe I'm dyslexic because I feel like I get the letters backward in my head. Cool. So with this guy, he was in a pot. I'm gonna take him out of the pot and separate these two little guys. And I'm just gonna try to take off as much of that soil as I can. And I believe the reason that it's better to send it this way is because the soil can cause fungus. If you're trying to send it, it's just a cleaner way of shipping. If you're leaving the soil off for the most part, it likely won't get as damaged. And the other thing with pots is that they can damage the plant too if they aren't properly packed. So you're essentially eliminating some of the struggle if you take the plant out and try to get it to bare root as much as possible, like so. So here's this nanouk. He's pretty bare root. What I might do right now is just dip him in some water to get that soil off a little bit more before I put him into the magic towel, if that's what it actually is called. Nice, nice. Cool. Those are some crazy roots, dude. So now we have the magic towel. I'm gonna lay that back down. And I am going to put our bare root babies on the magic towel and then follow the same exact process that I just did. So here goes the magic towel folding, creating the little pouch. We're gonna pull out our plastic wrap, cut out a little square. If I can get the plastic wrap to cooperate with me. Of course, it's gonna get stuck here in a second. And then basically wrap this thing up. These cute little nanouk plants are so pink and pretty, and I want like a million of them. But they're super easy to propagate, so you can, once you have one, you can make a million of them easily. And now we're going to take our tape again. We're going to wrap that tape around the pouch, like so. Cool. And now we have, since I am sending it through USPS, I'm going to just leave the box as it is. It's another square box. And I'm going to grab some more bubble wrap that I'm reusing, stick it in the bottom of a square box, and then I'm going to tuck that plant inside of there, and going to pull these flaps up that I didn't do before. Cool. So you can see the plant is in the box. I might put some tape on the side to make sure that bubble wrap doesn't move around a lot. And I'll be ready to ship these bad boys in 30 minutes, give or take. Just gotta walk to the USPS first. Awesome. Well, I hope this video was helpful for people who are just starting out and learning how to ship plants. I didn't know. I had somebody else tell me, hey, this is like the best method that I've found for doing this. So that's the method that I've used, and I've had zero problems as of yet. The other thing too I would like to mention is that when it gets colder during winter, you might want to put heat packs inside the box. If you want to keep trading, there's 72-hour heat packs I believe that you can grab and stick in the box. Should help the plant stay a little warmer, especially if it's going to a super cold place and you can't predict the temperature or whether it'll survive. These two, I believe one is going to California and one is going to Texas, so it should be just fine to get there, and the person should be able to open it and not need extra heat, but you never know. So it's always good to ask people before you ship whether you think they'd require a heat pack. Cool. Well, thanks so much, guys, for watching me pack my boxes. I hope this was helpful for you. If you found this interesting, I would recommend you join the Reddit subgroup, take a plant, leave a plant, and or subscribe to my channel because I really appreciate having people watch me. And I'm going to say that like a typical YouTuber. And yeah, let me know how I did in the comments and if you try this for yourself. Cool. Thanks, guys.